In the beginning, those who dared to learn to fly were given the difficult task of a stick and rudder. Hand and foot coordination determined their success or monumental failure. Tailwheel aircraft were used in World War I and World War II, defending our nation and saving the world from tyranny. Today, tailwheel stick and rudder skills have been lost in time with the invention of tricycle gear aircraft. Join me and my instructor Jason for this two-part series of me obtaining my tailwheel endorsement in this 1948 Cessna 140, the same aircraft type my grandfather owned and the very first airplane I flew in at the age of 3, paying tribute to the founding fathers of aviation and those who keep the tailwheel tradition alive.
I'll take it initially, my airplane? Your airplane. I find it takes a lot of brakes sometimes to taxi. Ferry ground, good afternoon. 2430 Victor, spot 1 Bravo.
Tower 30 Victor, North Ferry ground.
Yeah, I called you guys earlier. Need a good place to do some taxi practice.
Yep, you spoke to me. Just say position, I'll text you there.
Say again? Spot 1.
You spoke to me, and just let me know your position, and I'll text you there.
Roger that, we're at spot 1.
30 Victor, proceed southbound on Bravo. Hold short runway 10 left on Bravo.
Roger that, southbound on Bravo, 30 Victor. Okay, we taxi with pull-up elevator to help keep that tail wheel planted. Okay, your airplane. Now this sucker wants to weather vane like crazy, so taxiing with the rudders neutral is almost impossible. Never gonna happen.
Alright, you got me here?
You're good. Alright, forward visibility is limited, of course.
Wow.
Wow.
This is definitely different. Alright, so where are we going here now?
Number 30 Victor, cross runway 10 left on Bravo.
Cross 10 left on Bravo, 30 Victor. Alright, that's where we're going. Keep going.
Holy smoke. I feel like I'm hitting the brake, am I?
30 Victor, traffic's on a quarter-mile left base.
Roger that, 30 Victor, we're moving it. There you go. And again, if it's not responding, give it more throttle. Okay, that gives you more authority on the rudder.
Okay.
30 Victor, and you can utilize Bravo Romeo, Mike, Delta, November, as you see fit. There will be aircraft doing taxi backs, and I will let you know when you need to stop or move out of the way. But you're free to taxi along those taxiways.
Beautiful. Bravo, Romeo, Mike, Delta Papa for 30 Victor. Appreciate it. You got your feet on the pedals?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Now you can feel they go the opposite direction, right?
Yeah, in order to slow the turn, you gotta go opposite.
Right. Okay, that's that airplane accelerating away. Okay. Whee! Okay, let's go to the right.
I'm like wagging a dog here.
Yep. Here you go. Now keep this speed right here. Okay. Add a little bit of throttle and make a right-hand turn. Hey, there you go. Now she wants to come around, right? The minute you actually say, okay, the airplane goes, all right! All right! Go right-hand turn. There you go. All right, now, this airplane has a tail wheel that kind of locks into place, but then can unlock, right? That's how we can spin it around. So slow down, and right here at the intersection of the taxiways, okay, so we're gonna spin it around. Go ahead, full left rudder and left brake, and some throttle. And there it goes, you feel it pop out of place, right? Okay, so we can do donuts. Okay. Military Tower, good evening, Cessna 2430 Victor, hold chart 10 left, ready to go westbound. You might want to leave that open. That's how I like doing it.
Number 2430 Victor, Perry Tower, make a left downwind departure, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, left downwind departure, 30 Victor.
10 left.
Okay, control down elevator.
Remember,
Okay, we're going to get the airplane rolling first.
10 right, clear
Okay,
touch and go.
and then full application of power. And I'm going to keep pushing. There comes the tail. And then I'm just going to hold the nose there. Now keep your feet on the rudder pedals and feel me out. Okay, got a little bit of a crosswind from the right if I remember correctly. Okay, as we get faster, it takes less and less elevator. Okay, now I'm basically off the elevator. She's ready to fly. A little bit of pull, and up we go. Okay, your airplane.
Welcome to the skies.
We'll head out to the practice area, just get a feel for the old girl.
You probably don't remember, but when the first flight that we took in 63263, and you asked me to go ahead and do the trim,
Yep.
I reached down just like this. With, you know,
Military Tower, good day, this is November 62890.
I was so used to having the trim on the floor,
Yeah.
that actually took me several flights.
62890, Perry
So I might be able to fly your airplane with the trim up on the ceiling. And I never know which way to turn that damn thing.
Oh, wrong way. It depends on what seat you're sitting in.
That's right, the clockwise, counterclockwise thing changes.
Yeah. So if you're on the other side, you have to do the opposite.
Right.
The last time I was going this slow, I got pulled over.
Yeah, I swear the cars on Pines Boulevard are going faster than we are.
Yep.
Okay, practice area, red and white Taildragger. Over the trailer park, turning west-northwest bound. Perfect. Let's do a couple of clearing turns. So just fly around, man. Get used to it. Do some turns, change it up a little bit. See how much adverse yaw this thing produces. It's actually got a lot more adverse yaw than a Cherokee does. Military practice area, got a white and red tail wheel. 2,000 feet, maneuvering just to the west side of the Griffin Road pumping station. Go ahead, let's do a nice steep turn.
Alright. To the right?
Sure, just lay it right out. Hey, pussycat, right? Yeah, let's snap it right over to the left. Hey, you're pretty good.
I had a pretty good instructor. We haven't flown in a while, right?
It's been a while. Now this airplane, the flaps are kind of interesting. Okay? And they don't really do much. Oh, it's kind of a pacifier.
Yeah, makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean they help a little bit. You know, we'll mess with the configuration of the flaps on some of the landings, but you know, like I said, just not that big of a deal. So go ahead, let's give us a stall. Do power on. Yeah, no bacteria.
Work with me here, work with me here.
At 2,000 feet, mile west of the Griffin Road pumping station. This is not a 150. Okay? You can get into trouble, okay, but she won't drop a wing on you like the 150 does.
Okay.
Okay, there's the stall. Right. Okay, that's a pussycat. Right, there you go. Now she's broken.
Wow. So why such a, like, why is there such a change between the 140 and the 150 as far as the stall characteristic?
Well, the 150, you know, obviously has a different wing on it, okay?
Right.
But the airfoil is also vastly different. Okay, the 150's got a 2412, NACA 2412 airfoil from the root out to the break in the wing where it tapers.
Okay.
Okay, but then it changes from a 2412 to a NACA 008 or 0008 at the wingtip. Okay, which is a symmetrical airfoil. So you go from a semi-symmetrical airfoil to a symmetrical airfoil at the tip. So the tips will have a sharper, more abrupt stall characteristic. Now, there is about 3 degrees of washout in the wing also, okay, so that you stall at the root first. But again, they did that kind of on purpose because they wanted that airplane to be a trainer. They wanted it to break a little bit more, shall I say, dramatically.
You want to make a radio call?
Sure. Up there, back there, you got a white and red Taildragger. 2,000 feet over the Griffin Road Canal, about 2 miles to the west of the pumping station. Doing stalls. Whee! And North Prairie Vegas area. Into me, talk like a pirate day. I am ATs. Arr.
What a way to keep you in here. Alive it.
Alright. Now,
Alrighty, mateys, you got a White Warrior at 2,000 feet, half a mile to the east of Positive
alright. Nope.
Shoot
Not
down.
get that one though, right?
Call Pink Practice area.
Huh?
Alrighty then.
BT's got the white and red tail wheel over the Griffin Road Canal, ya scallywags. I'll tell you what, let's drop down to 1200. We'll take her back to the airport. All right, we'll get down to business.
Look at that, I lost the engine. What do I do?
Oh no! Ooh!
I just want to see the glide speed. Yes.
It's right about there.
Right about there?
Good. Now it does not glide as well as a 150 does.
Okay, so I kind of feel it.
The dirty little airplane. Dirty little airplane. The funny part is, pretty much any airplane you fly, best glide speed's right about there. Now in a Bonanza, right about there is about 105 or 110 knots, right? For the Skyhawk, it's about 65.
Alrighty, closing Practice area, you got a White Warrior, 2,000 feet, approximately 2 nautical miles to the north of the Hillsborough Canal, eastbound. Closing Practice area.
I got everyone going.
Oh, beautiful.
Alright, so one of the things that I forgot to mention on the ground was attitude. Okay, so we're gonna.
I have a good attitude.
Indeed, although that's subject to opinion. We're going to start with the 3-point landings, okay? So we want to land in the same exact attitude that we taxi on, right? We want to land on all 3 wheels at the same time. Unlike a tricycle wheel airplane where you can just pull back the power and hold it off the ground and get the nose higher and higher and higher, we don't want to do that, right? Because then we'll hit tail first. You know, that might be acceptable if you're doing these short field landings up in Alaska and stuff, okay? But certainly not here. What we really want to do is match our attitude, airspeed, and power. Okay, so we end up right in the right attitude with barely a sink rate. But in this airplane, we're going to start you off at 1,200 RPMs for the 3-point landing. Now, for the wheelie landing, when the tail is up high, it's 1,500 RPMs, which makes sense because with a lower angle of attack, I'm going to need more power and or more airspeed.
So wasn't it the 140 that we were going to fly back from New York?
Luscombe.
Luscombe.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, God forbid a Luscombe guy hears me say that, but for all intent and purposes, we're crammed in a little airplane going slow.
So if we stick our elbow out, do we go slower?
Yes, we do.
So unlike all the other videos that you've been following on the channel, this one's going to be a little bit more intense as far as showing the actual training. I want to try to show you as much as I can, but obviously I don't want to bore you to death either. But trust me, I'm going to screw up bad, I imagine, at some point. And you're just going to sit back and you're just going to laugh at it.
Mostly on the inside.
Mostly on the inside. We'll see what's going to happen. So for those who haven't actually heard this guy talk, this is Jason Walnick, my good friend, flight instructor, and you know what, the reason why I got my pilot's license, which is actually going to be 2 days from now, I got my check ride, and actually on this day, 2 years ago, Jason prepped me to make that happen. So I bet you didn't know something, and that is September the 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Indeed it is, matey.
So why don't you give the fans of the channel a little bit of, since we got time, since we're going about 36 miles an hour.
A guy in a 10-speed's outpacing us right now.
The guy on the tricycle down there, the 4-year-old on the tricycle is actually outpacing us right now. I see it right there.
There he is. Talk Like a Pirate Day is a tradition goes way back in these parts. So, believe we talk like a pirate just a couple of days before your check ride.
We sure did.
Yes, indeed. Somehow the tapes disappeared though.
They went missing.
Yeah, they went missing.
There's a lost treasure somewhere. We need to find it.
That's for sure. All right, this...
2430 Victor, you're number 3, you're following Cessna, heading to your left 1 mile and a left straight, runway 10 left, clear to land.
We beat number 3 for 10 left, 30 Victor.
That's a new guy in the tower. Don't do that to him. Folks, I want to apologize. That was just wrong. Okay? That was just wrong. Funny, but wrong.
It's me, Talk Like a Pirate Day today.
I was just checking my Google Calendar.
Beautiful.
I like the guys at this tower. They've got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. They're really good. They look out for us, and they're true professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are actually going to use flaps. Okay, I'll put in a notch of flaps here.
Okay, Todd.
Looks like we got a wind from our right, so we're going to have to deal with that the same way as we always do.
Image 043, Perry Tower, hold close runway 10 left.
This airplane is a little dirty, okay, so it takes more like 1,800 RPMs as opposed to 1,700. You're actually right the first time.
back on my feet and I'll try to move